be sent into losers. And next up, guys, we're going to have Mr. I believe Wolfkrone versus Mr. KBrad.
Oh, wow, yeah. And like a lot of people didn't know KBrad was actually here this weekend. So it's one of those things that he feels like he's going to take this tournament. But enough of that. We're going to go over to the stage for player introductions.
All right. Next on the other side of winners bracket, we got Wolfkrone. Y'all ain't make no noise in the Wolfkrone?
Show me.
All right, there you go. Show him some energy. On the other side, soon to be the Echo Fox killer, KBrad.
So something I think we could collect from that one, the crowd does not like Wolfkrone.
Nah.
He stood up. You could literally hear him standing up.
Yeah, and we were like pretty far away. So.
The only thing that made some noise for Wolfkrone was the chair that he was standing up from.
And of course, KBrad, the known world traveler, Marvel player, Street Fighter player. Definitely making great waves all last year. This is the beginning of the year. No surprise that he is here. I want to see how he deals with Laura. Tale of the tape, obviously, is that KBrad definitely has enough experience, but this is season 2. This is a brand new bag. There are things that he might not be able to deal with. On top of that, Wolfkrone has been rocking Laura since season 1.
Yep.
So he's definitely going to be a little more in control, you know, considering the fact that she's gotten a lot of buffs.
Yep.
I mean, Cammy definitely no slouch on the buffs, but she wasn't really that bad either. So I look at that, and I think it's going to be a really interesting match to see how Wolfkrone deals with the pressure from Cammy, and vice versa. I mean, what do you do if you eat a meaty elbow and wake up as Cammy?
Exactly.
Do you gamble and try to do a DP? Do you backdash, catch an elbow critically, and get a potentially crush counted? It's one of those situations.
I feel that it's going to be very momentum heavy, and we're not going to see a lot of wake-up uppercuts out of KBrad. I feel like KBrad will probably try to use a little bit more of the V reversals, anticipating an elbow to come out, try to get more spacing, because she'll go through and Cammy will go behind, getting back to that neutral game. Because Cammy does have the better buttons in neutral, I would say. But Wolfkrone, as we've seen, can rush down his opponents very quickly. Like we said, this is winner side. These players are here for a reason. So here we go, straight to the Air Force Bay.
All right, let's see. I definitely want to see how this turns out. I just want to see how KBrad deals with some of the pressure, and Wolfkrone's not moving at all. And his controller's not working. Sick. KBrad, take the round. Oh. All right, he's moving now. Just go back. There you go. All
right, so looking at Wolfkrone, yeah, it looks like his stick is half working, half not.
Oddly enough, Wolfkrone definitely one of those players that uses wireless. He doesn't even put a wire in. He's running a wireless controller right now, so I think that's crazy. Or is he not? No, that's his headset. I don't know.
It's like it's working in the menu, but not working in the game. And it looks like he might have a backup pad. He's opening up his backpack. Always nice to have just a backup anyways. I'm sure many people here would have a pad anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what exactly would the ruling be on this. Nothing started. So
nothing started. So it's really not going to be that big. They'll probably go back to character select. And yeah, he's gonna have to wire it up. I don't see why you wouldn't play wire anyway. But he has another controller, so at least he's prepared. A lot of people get in these situations. It's like, yo, dude, my stick broke, and then they gotta borrow it from somebody else. This dude bought an extra pad with him to play it out, man. And nobody likes this guy, huh? He's more prepared than most, and nobody. Whatever. All right, so they're probably gonna go back to character select.
So if you're Wolfkrone, what adaptations do you make here? Knowing that your first controller didn't work, how do you feel about your second controller working this time, Steve?
I don't know, man. See, that's the hardest part of the matchup. I think the hard part is if KBrad, like...
Oh, no.
He's
his
trying
second
to run
controller.
Wires. Okay, so they definitely have some technical issues. KBrad looking unfazed. I don't blame him.
So it looks like all the buttons are working, and then every now and it just looks like in the game it's not working. So it looks like we're going to restart the system as something's not connecting right with his controllers.
That's really weird. Either way, not too big a deal. Nothing started, so we're still in the great standing. Let's talk about the matchup a little more. Now, like we said before, Cammy definitely did not need any buffs. She got them, but she didn't need them. KBrad really good at pressuring you, opening people up with lows. We saw it all day yesterday.
Yep.
He scares you so much. You want to get out of that pressure, but the thing is, we've even seen him do new block strings where he's doing like close medium punch, and you try to backdash, and he catches you with a crouching medium kick. Like, he's so good at making you afraid to try to get away from the pressure that's what gets him the wins. Now, like we said before, Laura, with all her buffs and having to deal with the pressure that she's going to put on you most of the time, is something that a lot of the players from Street Fighter V from Season 1 are not used to. Because now one of her buffs is crouch short, crouch jab in the elbow.
Yep.
You get a knockdown, meaty elbow, starts her pressure all over again. And she has command throws, very much like a Makoto character in Street Fighter V. Able to do a lot of damage, has triggered, always gets triggered amazingly enough.
Yep.
And with that being said, like, Wolfkrone, not one of those players that we've seen this weekend who's doing like these crazy V-trigger combos where they trigger and then they thunderclap and they dash forward and make you go back into it. He's not doing any of that. He's doing very simple, white as rice, just simple gameplay. Like, it's really simple, but it's gotten him to winner's final.
Yep.
Well, winner's side, top 8 in Street Fighter V.
Yep.
So I think that's definitely going to play a major role in the matchup.
And that's maybe something he could use to his advantage. He's playing simple right now, so when he needs to bring out the crazy stuff, let's say he's down and he needs that last round, and we just see him doing stuff we've never seen before.
That's why, huh? It's just him adapting. Okay, all right. I didn't even think about it like that.
It's playing simple. Hey, if it's simple's working, you don't need to bring out the crazy stuff yet, right?
Yeah, all you have to do is keep it really simple. I mean, if that's going to get you the W, they go right ahead and do it.
And something else to note about Laura, when you did the medium elbow and you got the side switch, they made it to where you picked, in Season 1, it was either you go to the other side, or you stay on the same side, and then you had more frames.
Okay.
But now they're both plus 18. So it's like you could pick, it was like the trade-off. You pick the side or you pick the advantage. And now you just...
And now you can just,
you
do
just get
both.
whatever you want, yeah.
Hey, you know what? I don't even care which side I'm going to be on. I'm going to be plus anyway, so I'm going to do it.
Yep.
That's really scary to have to... Man, we've seen so many people fall victim to the new and improved Season 2 Laura. Just based off of that pressure and not being accustomed to deal with it. There is tech out there, don't get me wrong. We see a lot of tech because, you know, that's the world of fighting games today. We get access to all this tech that lets you know how to deal with situations, who you're looking at, what character you should pick to counter any character in a game. But for those people who are loyal, it really doesn't matter how much tech you have because they're going to play around it. They're definitely going to play around it. And these are definitely two character loyalists that I've seen so far anyway. KBrad, definitely a seasoned Cammy player and sticking with the girl through and through. Season 2, I mean, she's really good, so there's no reason to change. And, of course, Wolfkrone just riding the occasion out, taking those buffs and making sure he's doing the most damage. And when we've seen this before, like, Wolfkrone is one of those players who picks a character and rides it out to the end. Played Sea Viper for I don't know how long in Street Fighter 4 and definitely took more than enough trophies, enough tournament wins to make it a valuable thing.
Yeah, and something I want to, we have a lot of tech now, but just because you know the study guide doesn't mean you're going to pass the test.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know the exact situations. You have to practice them yourself, and we will see how much KBrad has really tried to dive into that. Sure, you can see it, but then when you actually play against it, it's a much different feel. So if KBrad's ready for that, he might actually take that Akuma trophy home.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've been watching KBrad play a lot. Not so much Season 2, but just looking at his Season 1 gameplay comparatively, definitely really prepared for a bunch of the matchups. But like I said, Laura is new. This is something new that a lot of the players here haven't really dealt with. It's the first tournament of Season 2. We just know what it looks like on paper now. Everybody's, for the most part, read all 96, 98 pages of the changelog at this point. And you're looking at Laura like, man, did she really need any of this? And instead of saying that, they should figure out how to deal with it.
Exactly. Instead of looking at, did she need it? It's like, all right, what do I need to get to that? Good point, Steve.
So this dude is switching controllers back and forth right now. And I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, if this was the tournament set, the controller is, I think, up 2-0. Even had to restart the system. It sounds like we're getting into it here. The controller working better now, but like we said, it was in-game something was messing up.
Yeah. So they did a quick restart to try and see if they can get it working back properly. And it seems like everything's back up and running at this point. So I think we're going to character select now. But there's a lot to consider here. There's definitely a lot to consider here. You still have Smug waiting in the wings, and whoever's going to win this is going to play Smug.
Yep.
So
And that is for winners finals. Donkey being sent into losers. Remember, guys, this is KIT 2017.
All right, here we go. Finally, let's get this started.
So sticking with Lara and Cammy as we wouldn't see anything else. And let's just hope now that Wolfkrone's controller will work. If he stands still, that would be funny. If he just stood still, oh, it works, I'm just standing still.
Yeah.
See how KBrad reacts to that. But I have a feeling he won't do that now. So Wolfkrone with that Lara, EG's KBrad with that Cammy. Let's see how these players combat each other.
All right, let's see.
And it works! All right, so we're in
cool.
there.
We got a match. And just as I said before, starting off with that crouching medium punch, ending with that crouching medium kick, and Wolfkrone not backdashing, just taking that pressure, must be really confident.
My goodness, the confirms here from KBrad.
Oh, wow. Just holding back, gets that fierce, nice combo.
Woo, my goodness, look at that damage. Just waking up with a jab. No fear from Wolfkrone. KBrad just turning on the offense that round and says, you know, sure you got buffs, but my buffs are better than your buffs.
And doing that crouching jab right there just to check the roundhouse. And even finishing the string after the confirm is so much smarter than a lot of people give it credit for, because a lot of people don't want to hit a button versus lower at that range. So it shows a little education on the side of KBrad. Also, Wolfkrone, one of the only lower players I've seen the entire weekend, using that that special hit of the normal to get in and start pressure. Like, one of the only I've seen.
We're talking about getting in and starting pressure. KBrad in the driver's seat, gonna find that stun. He might be able to critical or end this combo. He will, and he will get it.
That's gonna be the first match.
Closing it out. That is a perfect KBrad.
Wow. I think the controller issues has definitely put him on tilt.
I think the controller issues were the least of his worries. He's got a KBrad issue now.
Might want to get that checked out, man. See a local pharmacist about this KBrad you're having a problem with.
All right, going straight back into it. If you're Wolfkrone there, what do you think to yourself? Do you just think, all right, shrug it off, I just got mauled. It's not a good representation of what I can do. So what do you think he should be doing now?
And it's kind of like what I was saying before. The fact that now he's backdashing, and that's not, it's one of the better options. It's not like he's fighting a Laura, so backdashing isn't that bad. But if KBrad reads that he can approach with, like, say, a cannon drill, or just dash in a little further to a crouching medium kick or a standing medium kick to make sure you stay honest and keep it locked down. Nice cross under right there. Uh-oh, here comes Wolfkrone. Nice three-hit combo with that elbow. And you see the patience kick.
Oh, my
nice
goodness.
anti-air with the elbow. Gets the hard knockdown in the corner, and there's
that V reversal, yes. Like I was saying, if we see her go forward with the elbow, KBrad trying to get out with the V reversal, but getting hit now with a V-trigger combo. One more combo could be it for Cammy. Getting that V-trigger. KBrad doesn't end it with the other half. Wants to save for the
now
combo.
You
now,
do it.
Yes. Gonna get the EX after that. Not going to be enough, but that dash. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Wolfkrone was ready for it. Knocking me out of there. Oh, nice tech there from KBrad last second. Wolfkrone just trying to walk behind that fireball. Nice block on the overhead, but nicely spaced as well.
I was about to say, that was perfect spacing. Nice elbow right there, and I thought she was dead. She's still alive. But you see KBrad standing medium kick to take that round, that first round, second match, and you see Wolfkrone getting his footing. It's making a little changes right now, but this is exactly what you want to happen.
And very nice there from KBrad, anticipating something out of Wolfkrone, now finding the combo after the jump in. And here we go, Wolfkrone in the corner once again. Like we said, Laura not known for her defensive options, and that's why you want to just constantly play offense with this character. She has so many tools to keep your opponent pressured, but now KBrad showing so does Cammy.
Oh, this is going to hurt. And this is what I was talking about. Like, we're looking at some of the setups that Wolfkrone uses. I don't know if it's to utilize the V-trigger, but he definitely does not go for the more elaborate setups that we've seen a lot of the other Lauras here this weekend play.
Right, exactly. And now KBrad expecting these dash forwards, finding counters, so many confirms out of him, out of these Magic series, finding the throw, and KBrad goes up 2-0 just like that.
And that's what I was saying before. It's just the fact that how do you stop Cammy from getting in close to you? He's not even using EX dive kick at this point anymore. He's legitimately walking up, doing crouch short, maybe crouch jab in the medium kick, and once he knows that you're afraid, he walks up and finishes you off with a throw. Like, I feel like Wolfkrone is aware of this, but he does not know how to stop the approach from Cammy.
And something as well, he's trying to approach KBrad, and each time KBrad has jabbed him out of the dashes, getting counter hits, confirming them into the drills, allowing him to get pressure off of that. If you're Wolfkrone, you have to think, all right, if he's expecting me to dash here, maybe I should just walk forward and hold back. Walk forward, try to take my space as I can, try not to walk myself into the corner, but as well, trying to find that spacing on the EX dive kicks, because you don't want to be pushed into that situation. As we saw, KBrad more than happy to use those, But at the same time, he's finding so much of his momentum from those counter dash pokes.
And then on top of that, we saw that clean anti-air with the elbow from Laura that had a crazy hitbox that hit behind him, but it stopped the dive kick, and that gave him the only offense that he had this entire set so far. And now, but once he got out, there was nothing that he could do otherwise. Once Cammy gets out and she's moving on her own again, you have to reset that entire situation again and hope that he makes a mistake just so you can do it.
All right, so now we're heading back to the underground arena. Wolfkrone sticking to that Lar. Let's see if he can make the proper adjustments or if KBrad is going to clean 3-0 sweep him here.
All right, game 3 underway.
So here we go. We're starting off with a lot more movement from Wolfkrone forward, backdashing a lot. All right, so he's doing about a 2-to-1 ratio for those counting, but still finding himself in the corner. Nice, using that low four, getting the counter, trying to fight his way out, but KBrad using that medium kick as a long, annoying poke. Wolfkrone not using buttons that keep him in an advantageous position and keep getting put in the corner.
And once again, goes right back to the buttons. Nice dash out to get from all that pressure and still gets caught and in stun, gets a little meter. Not going to be it.
Goodness.
Oh, here we go. Now let's see.
Party time.
Oh, wow, that took a lot of damage. Dash up.
Is he going to do it again?
No.
Okay. And then the dashboard with the V-trigger activated so far and so fast. Last time we saw this situation, KBrad was just throwing out a medium kick, anticipating, and Wolfkrone ran into it. Now Wolfkrone opting to play a little bit more defensive. He has plenty of time. He does not need to force himself in yet, but has allowed KBrad out of the corner just by walking back. Maybe he wants KBrad to approach him.
Well, and on top of that, we've seen like Wolfkrone definitely took off a lot of damage in a short amount of time, but he's definitely not one of those people that goes in, not even saying it's reckless, but to get another command throw. Like, he wants to wait. He plays very meticulously, but it does not stop that approach from KBrad, who clutches it out with a crouching medium kick, and he's on set point.
Very smart there from KBrad to recognize that Wolfkrone was just walking back and forth, essentially, and catching him low, and that time baiting out the anti-air from him. Very nice patience from Wolfkrone. The white life is building up, and he's in the corner. Nice confirm there. Here we go. Can we see some offense out of Wolfkrone?
Wow.
No, we do not.
Tries to get that midi elbow, but just a little bit too early.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, tries to go for a throw. The empty jump low to Nerd Josh.
Oh my goodness. KBrad using the meter.
That should be it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. KBrad. Did Wolfkrone get around?
Dang, he ain't even, I'm about to say, you ain't going to shake his hand, though? You ain't going to shake his hand? Did he already shake his hand? Are you not going to shake his hand? Oh, man.
They're not even looking at each other. I don't even think they've said a word.
I'll be mad, man, because you wasted my time.
Oh, he walked away. Yeah, he walked away.
Oh, man, you ain't getting. Don't shake his hand, man. Old St. Louis Tribal. Don't shake his hand, man. I got a shirt that says it. I actually brought it with me.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know why I didn't wear it, but yeah.
Interesting.
Either way, that was another 3-0.
Yes. That one was a lot worse than the first one we saw.
Definitely.
Donka at least showed some life there. Wolfkrone just never caught on.
Just tucked and roll, man. Just hopped out of the car, tuck and roll.